Welcome to the Jackman Show, first show of 2026. Procrastination is not the key. We need to start moving better. I need to be better. I need to do better. Somebody the other day said to me, why have I not put out any content? We had a conversation, me and Jodie, the other day with some people, and they was like, you lot should be doing a podcast. I was like, we actually already kind of do one, but then yet we hadn't done anything, which makes no sense. So
here we are.
All right. So
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone. Cheers, babes. Cheers. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys as well. So yeah, this is going to be short and sweet. Just a reintroduction. But then also there's been a few things that we've had to go through, deal with, and it's been probably more in the forefront of our minds recently, which is to do with mental health. So we want to make sure that we are establishing to anybody who has any issues or feelings or thoughts or vulnerability that, one, speak to people that are close to you. If you don't feel like you can speak to someone who's close to you, seek somebody who you can confide in. But also sometimes you find solace in speaking to someone that you don't know. So listen, shout me, DM me, whatever, because as much as sometimes I will push all my thoughts and feelings into my own brain, and I probably don't speak to people enough, I'm always willing to kind of speak to people and help or guide and be just that ear to listen to, because sometimes that's all it takes. You don't need someone to resolve your issues. Sometimes you just need someone to listen to you. The other day, Jodie was quite stressed out herself, and
mine was I didn't realise until the day after that my period was due, and it was my hormone.
So listen, I can't help that. But no, I didn't even have the answers. I didn't have. Being with Jodie for so long, I feel like I should be able to fix any issue that she has, and she's feeling low or feeling down. I should be able to resolve that. I should be able to mend that for her. But even then, I just felt like, oh, I can't help. There's nothing I can do. I tried to do. Sometimes you feel like just being there was enough, but then maybe I didn't say the right things to help Jodie. So
I think sometimes we have to help ourselves in situations as well. I just needed a minute to step back. I've spoken to family members, spoke to Leon, had a long conversation with Ash from season 2. I'm currently on menopause journey. It's not been an easy road. I think there's so many mixed messages for HRT, for menopause, the age that you go into menopause, the age you should be when you go into menopause. It's not one size fits all at anything that we go through in life. But for me as a woman, an aging woman, I found it really difficult, especially with Leon maybe being on a TV show. I feel like I was a bit more conscious of what I looked like, how I sounded, what I wore, and everything I was trying to wear didn't sort of suit me like it did before. Like my whole body's changed, and although Leon will give me compliments and people say, oh, you look nice, oh, you don't look your age, and all this sort of stuff, it doesn't matter if how you are feeling is all wrong. And I feel like I'm in a constant battle with myself, about myself, and I'm arguing with myself like, why don't you look the same? Or why I've got water retention one day, or why am I fine? And then for 2 days I think, oh God, I'm back. I feel myself, I'm back again. And then I wake up another morning, I think, oh no, I'm going to be tired, I'm going to be fatigued. And it's been quite difficult, and it has affected my mental health. It's affected my family, it's affected my marriage. But I've always been open about it. And I've gone through lots of different avenues to try and fix the change in hormones. But I think it's very difficult for women because you just can't understand how to help yourself. And then you go to a GP and then they just give you some tablets. There's not enough blood tests taken. There's not enough information with GPs. You go to one, they tell you one thing. You go to another, they tell you something else. You watch a documentary, that tells you something else.
Yeah, because you even had to, you got different opinions from a private to.
I went private to Bupa, who were,
yeah, do you know what I mean?
they were really helpful actually. They because what Bupa did, we're not rolling in money. I was desperate, and they did quite a good care package. So I paid £250 for the year. The prescription I had to pay, but they did blood tests every, I can't quite remember. I think it's about every 6 weeks. So they could sort of keep on top of my estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, all that sort of stuff. They were really helpful, but like everything in life, everything is unfortunately money. So they were really, really helpful. And if I had loads and loads of money, I would love to have kept paying Bupa. Unfortunately, life isn't always like that. Sometimes we've got money and sometimes we haven't. And the past couple of years have been difficult for us. I've changed jobs. I wanted to be a teaching assistant. I had to give that up. I couldn't afford to do that. So yeah, it's been quite difficult. And I'm still sort of ebbing and flowing between what HRT to take to sort of find the right balance. And I feel like as I get older, the menopause is changing the whole time as well. So it's not like you just, you're in your menopause and you're going to get some estrogen and that's just going to fix how you feel. It doesn't seem to work like that, which is why I'm constantly sort of in this battle with HRTs. And as I say, you go to the doctors, one will tell you one thing, someone will tell you something else. None of them give you a blood test. It's just sort of, oh yeah, try this and off you pop. And then I'm trying to juggle a marriage, being a mum, working, trying to keep up with friends, trying to keep up with social media, trying to somehow figure out to exercise, but then I'm too tired to exercise. It's really difficult, and it's not just affected me. And I found it really helpful that Leon is such a
I'm a gem, basically.
you are a gem, but he's a caring person. And when I asked him to watch the Davina McCall documentary, I told some of my friends, and they're like, oh God, my husband would never watch that. Well, Leon watched it, and it helped him sort of understand or try to understand.
Yeah, so I'll never fully. It's like with anything, can it? Just like you can feel what a man might go through, but you don't know what a man goes through. Just like, so I've obviously been on this journey with you, and I've seen how it's affected you. I've seen how it's affected your mental state. I've seen how it affected you physically and mentally, emotionally, in terms of how the changes, like you said, ebbs and flows and peaks and troughs. I've seen it. But one thing I'll say to anyone who's with a partner who's going through that, it's about patience and it's about understanding.
It definitely is about patience.
Yeah, definitely.
You're about to be very patient.
But just about, I suppose, because mum's always instilled in me in terms of like love and, you know.
Your family are very.
Do you see what I mean? So it's
yeah, you're very understanding.
So understanding. So
yeah.
I always
all
say,
of you are like that.
I always say it's at work. Like my example to anybody is always like, even when I know I'm right, I know how I could have been wrong.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
But I think that's so important.
So it's like, I know I'm right, but I understand maybe how I've gone about being right would have still affected you. Or I could still see how that might have triggered you in a certain way, even though I'm not. Do you see what I mean? And some people are just right, they're right. So going back to like you in the menopause, like whether you're stressed or not, and I know that it's not at me. Like, so you remember, like we used to speak about this before. Like, there's like if you was going through the menopause when we first got together, can you imagine how that would have been?
I don't think you just stayed with me.
Do you see what I mean? Because if we fell out, we could walk around the house for 5 days and not speak to each other. That, you know how mad that is. But
because we're so young.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. But now it's like I understand you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also.
But we've both. So what you think about it, and this is what I feel. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but I feel like every decade we change as a person. So I'm in my 40s. I'm definitely not the same as I was in my 20s, not the same as I was in my 30s. I'm new, experience different things and go through different things. We are fortunate enough to have gone through those walks of life where we have been different or wanted to do different things and have done different things, but still stayed in this relationship. And it's not always easy. My God, so hard. Life is hard at times. And I feel like now with social media, it almost makes relationships harder, because now it looks like, I don't know, I'm not speaking for everyone, but I think it looks like the grass is always greener on the other side, or I'm not going to work in this relationship, so I can just go on Hinged or whatever it is, and I'm just going to find somebody new.
Hinged.
I'm sure it's Hinged. Is it Hinged?
Isn't it Hinge? Hinge.
That's Hinged.
Is it Hinged? I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm pretty sure it's
Google
Hinge.
it. I don't know.
It's Hinge.
But there's many a website out there where you can just pick up somebody. And I feel like we're sort of losing that.
Hinge.
Is it?
Yes.
There you go. At least now I'm not on it.
Yeah. Hinge.
Oh, but it's Hinged. Or maybe I'm thinking of Mrs. Hinge.
Yeah, but it's not. Anyway.
Forget everything.
So yeah. So
it is easier to leave than it is to stay. But when you stay and work on yourself with somebody else, the flowers blossom. The buds.
No, there's honestly.
I'm not suggesting that everyone should stay in a relationship.
No, but that's that thing, going back to each of their own, isn't it? Like, so
yeah.
I would never judge someone who goes back with their partner.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I would never. Like, I am not someone who judges. Like, you do what you want to do, and I'll always tell people, even once again going back to work, it's about doing what.
Doesn't matter what other people think.
The outside noise is irrelevant. Really and truly, it's irrelevant. Like, here today, gone tomorrow. Like, so even if there is something which is prime time news, whether that be social media level or area level or your next door neighbor knows or whatever it is, who cares?
It can feel heavy though.
Yeah, it can feel
in your own head.
But then that's going back to that everyone's different.
Yeah.
Because whereas in I can kind of compress that stuff in my mind and do what I want to do, and if I'm stressed, I'm stressed, and I try to consume that into me. That's all my issue. That's my problem. Sometimes that's detrimental to myself, because people, and you're similar because you're a Gemini as well, we are always so high that even if we drop down slightly, people can sometimes see it. And sometimes that's the issue, because then people then want to query or try to understand why there's something wrong with you. You see what I mean? When I'm just taking a minute to deal with it myself, because I'm not like some other people. Some other people want to tell the world and do whatever and need guidance from other people's words to help them decide what they want to do. I'm someone who, I just deal with it myself. Going back to the mental health thing, this is why it's not for everybody. Some things like that can tip people over the edge and stuff. Living in their own thoughts, they need to talk to somebody. So do what you feels best for you. But that's what I'm saying in terms of going back to what I said before. Sometimes it's easier to speak to somebody else. Like,
personally, I don't find it easy to talk to somebody else until I'm over the sadness or whatever it is that has made my energy drop and my vibe drop, and I feel very low. So I will probably sit in my bedroom and watch Friends, or I was sort of quiet enough.
I don't watch Friends anymore, is it left now?
Fuming. It's on, you can buy it on Amazon. Anyway, I've gone back to Stranger Things, it's fine. But I just need to take some time out, and then I might after share what's happened. It's very rare now for me to sort of tell anyone how I'm feeling. I would tell Leon, and I sometimes tell Dylan because he's very caring. But if anybody out there is struggling with mental health or with the menopause or anything that's making you feel low, things that help me is definitely going for a walk. Even though sometimes I've gone for a walk, someone's pissed me off and I thought, oh God, I shouldn't have gone out. But it does happen, but it's fine. I found that writing things down that make me happy and sad, and why I'm feeling sad, and what can I do to make myself happy. Happy music, happy TV, happy stuff. Don't be feeling really, really down and then go and watch a really depressing film, because it's just not going to help.
Sorry, I was just thinking about this music. I have no control over the music in this house. I'm just saying, that's just a side note. But just be happy, So I'm just digressing in terms of back to the menopause thing. Just be there, be present, understand the scenario that you're in. Was it? I just now thought about Friends. Is it DEFCON? What stages it was? You know, like when it was going through stages of obviously. Which I know said it. We're at DEFCON. We're at DEFCON 2 people. I just remember there's a thing. There was something. I think.
Yeah, but now it would come to me.
Nah, it's definitely that. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, find it.
I'm gonna find it. But anyway, it's just understand. No, it's the same like you speaking about. You just briefly said something about. Oh, because you're on your period. That's what you said. Yeah, because you realised that's why you're stressed out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really emotional.
Yeah. So same. That's the same.
But then there's
that's
other
the same
triggers.
scenario.
So
I know not to. Like we're watching Landman right now, yeah. And what did my man say? Tommy say, like, listen, she's
just think on
just
about
think
the side
on.
of the month you're on.
See what I mean? So sometimes I wouldn't. Boy.
Do you know
step
what
back.
though? I also think that traits is a bit of a trigger for me. I think that might have hearing I found traitors really stressful as a wife, as a partner. There was 90% was fantastic, 10% was rubbish for me personally. There's no counselling for the partners. There's no how are you feeling for the partners, which is fine. But Leon got that and I didn't. And I had to sort of pick up the pieces of my husband in the public eye. I had to pick up the piece of watching my husband on TV, having relationships with other females and trying to like get my head around that. And then yeah,
but that wouldn't have been the issue we spoke about this before, but that wouldn't have been the issue to you if it wasn't for, once again, going back to you're talking about the different triggers for people, you're talking about social media on relationships and stuff like that as well. Like
we have to go through things.
But that wasn't for outside noise. It doesn't make a sense. It doesn't make a difference to you.
I started feeling very inside.
No, but this is what I'm saying. But this is what I mean.
Yeah.
So
no, but everything that we go through is for a reason. So amongst the noise in my head and what I was visually seeing on TV, something that I wasn't a part of, but my husband, my best friend, my everything, like my world is Leon and Dylan. So when you're sort of pushed not out of it, but you're not involved in it and you're watching this whole other thing take place, and it was difficult for me, but we do have to go through things. And my massive take of it all is I get on with everybody, whether that is male or female. And Leon's had to encounter many male friendships of mine because my family trauma, especially my mum, and then friendships, I was very unstable. So, and girls in my life at the time when all this was going on were a little bit catty. And I always found a friendship easier with a male because there wasn't the cattiness. There was more of like a deeper conversation, like more understanding. So, you know, Leon's had to encounter a few of my male friends that I've not wanted to let go because I might not be here if it was. I definitely wouldn't be here without you. But the younger Jodie,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the younger vulnerable Jodie, the Jodie that was completely traumatized by my mum, completely traumatized by relationships after that, and then completely alone trying to like navigate through your life. And it's really hard when you haven't got that guidance. You guiding yourself, a bit like with the menopause. I'm going through this as the older cousin, as the older sibling. So it's not like I've gone.
You've got someone to say.
I haven't got.
XYZ.
Mum, did you go through the menopause? She has already passed away. So I guess it was more, and I know that my friends are my friends, and I'm the same with girls as I am with boys, and so is Leon. So I had to sort of look at the whole thing through Leon's eyes and not the outside noise that were kept going on at me. And actually, when I looked at Leon's behaviour with everybody in the traitors, it was the same. And we're obviously going to have stronger friendships like we do in work or whatever. And it did help me as a female to grow, but we can't always grow in happy situations. Sometimes,
but then also sometimes it's nice to, because I can't remember whose wife said it to you. It was about after the show. It was more about, because sometimes there could be events that I got to go to or whatever, blah blah blah, and sometimes it feels like you are just. Shh. Do you see what I mean? I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was.
No one ever puts baby in the corner.
I don't know if it was Will Smith. I don't know who. I can't remember. Someone said to you, it's sometimes a bit hard because, you know.
A few people have said it to me.
But this is what I mean. It's nice if you can talk to someone who's actually been in the scenario as well. But no, I know it was hard, and it's been a mental journey, full stop. Anyway, like in terms of everything, there's been amazing things that I would have done, but then there's also been
we've grown as people.
There's also been times when I'm like,
I don't want to like cast a shadow over the traits. It's a fantastic show. I love the show. I love all the people that Leon was on the show with. Just for me, around the time it aired, and then a little bit after, I found it really tricky. But I think again, it's because I'm going through this perimenopause, and then when I was younger, and people say, "Oh, they're in the menopause," there's this thing where it's like women are just written off. Oh well, that's it. Then they're in the menopause, so they're old now. They're not attractive anymore. They're not this anymore. They're not that. And you feel like that. So you've got all these voices of past, present, and future, and it all feels really loud. And all you're trying to do is rub fucking estrogen on yourself, or just do anything that you can to try and grab back who you are, who these hormones, this menopause is trying to take. And it is really difficult. And I'm a really positive person. I'm an open person. Even still now, I'm trying to like navigate through it, and it's difficult because then you got social media. She's had Botox. She doesn't look good anymore. Oh gosh, she hasn't had Botox. Oh, she needs Botox. So I'm sort of in this bubble of, oh, should I get something? Shouldn't I get something? Should I just be grateful that I'm getting older, which I am grateful. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's constant noise, and sometimes I understand why people just come off social media and just go and live on an island.
But once again, this is why I just each their own, because I can separate myself from.
Yeah, but then you're good at bringing me down from that. That's why I'm glad that we've got
separate, yin and yang, like you said. Separate myself from what the reality is.
Because then you've undershared at times when you're stressed, and I've overshared at times when I've stressed, and then over the years, you've helped me to sort of not overshare, but then you've also started speaking. So together we've sort of found a nice balance from our different personalities, which I'm really grateful for. And now we've got this beautiful boy who at 14 is so eloquent and so caring and lovely, because I think he's got all the good qualities in himself and from us, and I think he's doing a great job at navigating his own journey.
Yeah, definitely. He's a special. If only everyone thought like that, then the world would be a better place, isn't it? Because he's just got a good heart. But not saying that we haven't got good hearts, but then we've also gone through things. No one's perfect. No. Do you know what I mean? But
we've also broken the cycle of, obviously your dad wasn't there for you, my mum wasn't there for me, and we've broken that cycle of childhood trauma, because Dylan's never going to go through that.
No, he won't go through that. And this is why we try to make sure that he's aware of like mental health as well, because he's someone who doesn't want to disappoint, doesn't want to upset, and then that can put a burden on yourself anyway. So we try and be open with him. Obviously, having autism, his mind works a bit different sometimes, so he will maybe overanalyze every, even a sentence that you might say to him, and think that you're maybe. Perfect example is that if I come downstairs and I'm just thinking about something, thinking about the day, thinking about bonus, thinking about whatever it is, he's now worried that there's something wrong with me. Like, Daddy, okay? And there's nothing wrong with me. But he's just so concerned.
And then he's worried he's done
Then
something.
he's worried that he's done something. So he's just like, yeah, it's hard to navigate sometimes, but we do the best that we can. But yeah, so.
I just feel like everyone, I think we sometimes feel, I don't know, but I think sometimes we sit on our own in our own head and feel like we're the only person going through something. And there's been times where I thought, why am I so different to everybody else? And then that's why I try and be open, because then once I open my mouth about autism, about menopause, about marriage, about my mum taking drugs and whatever it might be, other people then feel, oh, actually, I've gone through something similar, or how did you do that, or how did you get any HCP, or how did you approach the doctor, or things like that. So I think it's helpful to help other people after you've been through something, because I know what it's like to not have the help and have to find it all on your own, and it is difficult at times. So like Leon says, his messages are always open, mine are.
It's like with anything, right? You can relate to something which you can relate to. Yeah, so sometimes it might be the littlest thing. Like, so let's say you're having a discussion about, it could be as small as you want to go out, for example, with your friends, right? Let's just say that. And I feel I don't want you to go out, not for any reason, but see what I mean? And sometimes people think, oh, I'm wrong for feeling like that. We all feel the same. So one of the biggest things that I see is that when I have a conversation with someone about something, it's not the exact scenario, but the feeling is the same in terms of whatever it is. Like, you might have felt nervous about how you approached something at work. You might have been nervous about confronting someone about a situation, or do you see what I mean? And these little things are the things that people think, oh, I'm alone, or I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have acted like that, or you know what I mean?
Okay.
And when I have these conversations with people, I think to myself, no, bro, like, or whoever, like, I understand how you feel. So then, it's like a weight's lifted off their shoulder. They don't feel like as stressed because actually I'm not alone. So this is like the purpose of this, is like the menopause thing is like, there might be males out there. If there's a male listening whose wife's on menopause, going through menopause, they might be thinking,
because I don't really see husbands talking about it.
No, but they might be thinking, bloody hell, you know what? I can understand what Leon's saying. That's been stressed. Like, do you see what I mean? Because it's been hard to see her go through that, and go through the changes, or go through the things that she's not used to, and it's more the emotional side in my mind, because I don't want to see you stressed out. So then that stresses me out, because I'm like, I don't want you to feel like that. So
I don't want to be written off. I'm just not.
No, you're not. But you're not. But that
society, you feel like society's writing you off.
But then that's why I feel like it's important sometimes to say something, because then there's women who will feel like, oh, you know what? I'm glad Jolly said that, because I'm not saying you are. Do you see what I mean? I'm not saying I am anybody, but sometimes it was nice to think that, oh, that's like, oh, you know what? I actually understand. I feel like that. Do you see what I mean? So I'm glad that she said that. And maybe I'm not written off. Or a guy might be like, actually, you know what? Actually, I had probably been a bit snappy at my wife, and maybe I should just take a step back and understand that there's stuff that she's going through. Do you see what I mean? Or mental health wise, you know what? Actually, I've been dealing with it all by myself. And actually, it's not weak to go and actually speak to somebody or let them know how I feel, because sometimes it's not, once again, it's not unloading it all. Sometimes it's just saying something and somebody listening to you, and you realize that, oh my God, I actually feel a lot better for just saying it once, outside of my head. Do you see what I mean? So it's so much like things.
A lot of people, I see it. I'm quite spiritual, and I see the stress. So like when you're driving and you snap at someone because they've cut you up, you proper snap. I feel like it's because we're holding in other things, and then that's just
there's something somewhere.
You just blow out because you just.
Although there's some
at
stupid
the end,
drivers out there.
there is some stupid drivers out there. But sometimes it's at the end of your tether and you just lash out. But I think, we were talking the other day, and I think that what is pushed in your eye line from social media sometimes can be really negative. You've got to be really careful about what you are absorbing. I feel like sorry, I feel like the Harry Potter movie where you've got the Dementors and then they go over Harry and they try and suck out his soul. Sometimes when I'm on my phone, it's like everything around me's disappeared, and I almost feel like our phones are we're really on them all the time. I feel like if you can search things that make you happy, like that's what I do on Instagram. Like I don't tend to see anything unpleasant because of what it shows me. My algorithm shows me what I like. So I obviously can love arts and all pretty things, but I know it's not always like that. I feel like you can go onto Netflix, 90% of it is what are you laughing at? I'll punch him in the throat. You better say what you're laughing at.
I was just laughing because like I was going through my algorithm the other day and it was just like,
oh no,
it was just bare WWE stuff.
Oh, God. I get hot, so he gets flipping the Rock.
It was funny.
It's John Cena.
No, it's not John Cena. It's
I don't care.
Anyway, and I also was laughing at because you mentioned about driving. Just gonna try and end it on a light-hearted thing, innit? Because driving wise, right? Men get a bad rap because when I'm in the car with you, you're constantly. You see the memes. You send them to me all the time, like you holding the side, all that kind of stuff. Like
brakes late.
I trust you with my life. So I'm in the car. Whatever decisions you're gonna make, I don't tell you you're too close to the curb. I don't tell you to brake. I don't tell you nothing. If you're road raging, if you're road raging, so why am I driving the way then? Anyway, if you're road raging, sorry, I'll just let you do it. Nine times out of 10, I'll let you go with it, and I'm with you. I'm with you with the rage. Sometimes I might just leave it, babe. There's no point. Just carry on. Me, it doesn't matter. As soon as don't do that. Stop being angry. Blah, calm down. No.
It's not my peaceful era.
Do you know what I mean? Well, what about the peaceful era?
Sometimes I'll shout at someone like, I'm sorry, universe. I'm sorry.
Do you know what I mean? So that's my thing. That I just let you drive. You don't let me drive.
Because I can drive.
But I can drive. If I couldn't drive, I wouldn't be driving. Do you see what I mean? So that's
on delay brake.
So this is just put that out.
You can drive though.
I'm a driver. Talking about Lewis Hamilton. I'm a driver.
Let's not go that.
I'm a
Lewis
driver.
Hamilton.
I'm a driver.
Let's rein it right
back.
back.
I'm a driver. So actually, forget Lewis Hamilton because I'm better than Lewis Hamilton. I'm a driver. That's what I'm saying. Just solely because I'm bigger than him that I can't get in the car. I can't be an F1 driver.
Oh my god!
My weight's not letting me be an F1
please
driver.
Get Leon in a racing car so I can watch him.
Listen, I drive up the place. I'm a driver, baby. You know I'm a driver. Behave. You know I'm a driver. Okay. You know what? Next time we're M1 traveling, you're driving. Yeah.
I get too anxious.
Yeah. So I'm a driver. So I'll drive.
I'm anxious. I don't want to drive. Then I'm anxious when I'm driving with you. I can't win.
But I drive safe.
That's why I say, can we get the train?
I drive safe with you. I'm not saying I don't drive safe. So listen, DVLA, all that kind of stuff. I drive safe.
Yeah, you are a good driver.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I'm a driver. So that was my little light-hearted
conversation.
So no, I just wanted to do a little.
Do you know the car in front of is braking? That's what I have to say to him.
Yeah, but have I ever rear-ended a car?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Because man, a driver. Anyway, you know my driver. So.
Anyway, you want to get somewhere safe and
if you want to get somewhere, I'm a driver. If you want to get somewhere tomorrow, see what I mean?
Finish your sentence. Finish your sentence.
Get the Uber. Do you see what I'm saying? Get the Uber. Anyway, what is your light-hearted so we can get some food? What is your light-hearted? Come on. Tell the people you're light-hearted.
You don't know. You put me off now. All I can see is brake lights.
Light-hearted vibes. Come on. Tell them something.
Don't rub my back because you know I'm annoyed.
Tell them something that you hate about me. Go on.
I don't hate anything about you.
What you dislike? Go on, tell them.
Just see that you late break. That's it.
That's it. That's all I do.
There's nothing else to say. You are.
Gem.
Is there something you dislike about me?
I just shared it just now.
What?
You don't let me drive. Don't let me just. If I want to express the rant. Sometimes just feel it. That person's annoying me. That person's cut me up. That person's pissed me up. That person's driving too slow. What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to. What's going on?
You're right.
I'm just in
it.
In it. Like, why are you driving? Like the other day, I said to you, like, and he's like, oh. It's like, so naturally, you actually put it in the context that I'm pissed off. I wasn't pissed off. I'm just annoyed. There's two scenarios that happened on our journey to like M&S, I think it was, and I'm pissed off. that person, actually, I can tell you exactly what it was. You know how my memory is.
There we go.
So it's coming near M&S, and we're literally at the thing. And it's like, do you remember how to beat the woman? And then she just quickly pulled into the thing. And she move the car, in it. Like, what are we doing there? Move the car, because I'm behind you, obviously, and there's bare gaps.
She was moving a little bit close.
Anyway. So
I need to go and cook dinner.
So yeah, 2026. Just sort yourself out. No, don't. No. So 2026. Just
Do you know what? 2026. Just go with your own flow. That's it. Doesn't matter what Kim Kardashian's doing. Great, Kim. Nice one. Doesn't matter what Bob down the road's doing, because Bob down the road's doing what Bob down the road's doing.
Do you?
Because I am so fed up of everyone. Oh, wear this. Do your hair like that. Be like this. Manifest. Do all these. Just do you what makes you happy.
That's what I said. I know I keep on going saying the same thing, but you just need to separate yourself from what the reality is. Your reality is your reality. Don't make anybody think that your reality is not.
If your happy place is watching Stranger Things, watch Stranger Things.
It's so mad.
If your happy place is listening to hardcore heavy metal, do that. It doesn't matter ever.
No,
as long as you are happy.
I'll give you an example. When I go to the gym, right, and I've seen man do this, I've seen it happen.
Oh God.
Yeah. No.
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
You're going to talk about people blow drying their willies.
What the fuck?
Not the willies, they're ballsack.
No. Oh. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. I don't know what kind of movies or whatever you're talking about. Yeah. Although man are in the gym doing madness, I swear to God, they are doing mad. Like, you know, I've always, you do what you want, innit? Express yourself. I'm doing my bits. I'm drying myself, innit? But this is not. Mine's is bigger than yours. So I'm just looking after myself, innit? So some people just, I've seen people dry. And David Lloyd dry.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I told you that time. So
I've never seen a woman with a hair dryer in there.
Anyway, that's not what I was going to say.
Anyway, we don't do that.
I'm not going to say that. I was going to say I've been in the gym and a man's been using a machine or whatever.
A hair dryer?
No, in the gym.
Joking.
Yeah, in the gym. How much sets you got left, brother? 2, whatever. Okay, cool. Do your thing. And then as he's finished, he's changed the weight to put it down like he was lifting a higher weight. I don't give a shit what weight you use, bro. I don't care. I'm not competing against you. I'm here for a little quick workout. Not an Anthony Joshua type, just a quick thing. In, out, shake it all about, go to work. That's it. So why are you changing your weight? Because you've changed your weight to try and impress me. Who am I to you? So do you. Like, that's my thing. So that's what the example about willies and stuff, blow drying willies. I was talking about the gym. See what I'm saying? But anyway, so
hair dryers of a hair on your head.
Yeah. No, if that's what they want to do, that's what I don't use the hair dryer anyway. I'm not using hair dryers anyway, so they could knock themselves out. That's the suction that they want to be going on with. That's what they want to do, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying. All right. Anyway,
do what makes you happy and try and block out the noise.
Do you speak to someone if you need to speak to? If you're someone who deals with something yourself, that's fine. But don't be scared to speak to somebody if you need help or if you're struggling. Yeah. And in terms of like
find a happy place,
the menopause and stuff, don't be afraid to understand that.
It doesn't matter what. Sorry, I'm not listening. Sorry.
Don't be scared to understand that what you're going through does not define you.
No.
There's not, back to being written off. That doesn't define you. It's a stage of your life that you're going through.
Before we leave and I forget, the worst thing that used to upset me the most was, you're too young to be in menopause. You're too young to be in menopause. Do you know people said that to me and I thought, am I in it? Am I?
No.
Just you understand yourself and your own body and you just work with that.
Work with it, innit? Work with it. So going to be more. I'm going to do more. We're going to do more. I'm going to do more. There's things that I've got happening in the pipeline with other stuff. Sometimes what needs to be said, what needs to be understood. No, what did I say? Anyway, I've had a few dead man's fingers. Was it dead man fingers? Dead man fingers. What was it? Dead man fingers.
Why are you trying to make your fingers look like?
No, but is it?
Leon's like,
Yeah,
is it
it's
dead man's
Dead
fingers?
Man- but isn't that's
It's dead man's
Dead
fingers.
Man's
yeah.
Fingers? Yeah. So I don't even know what I'm saying, but I do know that
Peace, love, and
peace, love, it's
And
coming.
Audi.
It's coming out. It's coming out. We're coming with some stuff. So we love you, and yeah, man. Thanks for riding with us, innit? Peace. That's what we're saying.
Bye.
Actually, no, I didn't say peace, but now it's the real peace. So peace.
Has it ended?
I don't know. It's not ended. You're with us for more time.